Welcome to Real Talk Woman to Woman with Dr. Michelle Norman, Episode 2, Cycles or Circles. If you have decided to end toxic cycles in your life, congratulations. Everything begins with a decision. And I'm sure this one wasn't easy to make. We often choose the easy path when we know that the alternative is filled with unpleasantries and tough conversations. But you've decided to take this step to choose you, and that is to be commended. If you haven't made that decision yet, that's okay. We'll take this journey of becoming better together. Just know this, making the decision to end toxic cycles is the first step. You need time to get your mind right to actually do it. There's a process to ending cycles. First, you need to determine who are the people involved in these cyclical situations and what are their roles. Is there someone who consistently creates conflict or tension? Or someone who seems to always make their problems your problem? Sometimes people are unaware of how their behaviors impact others because they are so self-absorbed and have no perspective of other points of view. Not to mention those who are narcissistic and need your constant admiration, yet have no empathy for you at all. These behaviors are self-serving and do not mean you well. If you're not sure, just begin to observe the people in your circle. Recognize these actions when you see them and begin to distance yourself from those who display them. You can't change other people, but you can change you. You can change how you engage with them and how you respond to the situations they try to drag you into. Your escape needs to be wise and strategic for your own safety and well-being. Many times, people who exhibit these toxic behaviors are unaware of what they are doing. So, you making a grand announcement that you plan to move forward without them can trigger unwanted confrontations, and no good can come from that. Depending on the roles these persons play in your life, you may not be able to physically distance yourself, at least not right away. But you can alter your interactions to protect yourself from participating in the toxicity. Be consistent in the new way that you respond or react, because you don't want to send mixed signals. Over time, this will become easier to do, but in the meantime, keep reminding yourself that you are choosing you. Now, if you can physically distance yourself and the role they play in your circle is non-essential, do it. Do it now. Do whatever is necessary to help you restore peace to your mind. Block their calls, unfriend them on social media. Just ghost them altogether. But if the person is significant and essential to your life, you will eventually have to sit down and have a difficult conversation. Hopefully, one-on-one and not with an audience. Usually, that happens when they start realizing the changes in you and your responses. Stay strong, be strategic, and choose your words wisely. Rehearse them if necessary to avoid any escalation. But in the end, still choose you. Recognize that people are in your life for a reason or a season. In my own life, when I eliminated the non-essential people who did not mean me well or displayed toxic behaviors, a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Stress was reduced and peace was restored. The hardest part was taking time to identify who they were and why they were toxic. Once they were gone, I realized that my forward path never crossed theirs. And I was so grateful that season was over. Once they were gone, I had the mental space to analyze the situations with the essential people in my circle. I was able to get perspective and recognized why some of their behaviors existed and decided how I need to react or respond to them. For some, I had to have difficult conversations, but always with the preface that I love them sincerely. I let them know that there is a limit to what I can do and keep my mental and physical health a priority. I let them know that choosing myself doesn't mean I don't care about them or their feelings, but that I can't make decisions for them, participate in the drama, or rescue them any longer. I am blessed today because they are still in my circle. So, who's in your circle? This has been Real Talk, Woman to Woman. I'm Dr. Michelle Norman. Please follow and share this podcast. Enjoy life on this journey of becoming better.